Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for another video. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm actually, after watching a video by Jim Sterling, actually, which is not a YouTuber that I frequent very often, and I'll put a link in the description below of the video that I'm referring to. He was mentioning something about difficulty in video games, specifically referring to the new Star Fox Zero game coming out. They have recently announced that they're putting a invincible mode, a god mode, if you will, where effectively you cannot die. And I gotta be honest, I pretty much agreed with just about every point that Mr. Sterling, or Jim fucking Sterling's son, put out there on this particular video. But I just kind of wanted, I felt like I needed to make one of my own on this issue because, and I don't do this very often, I was actually reading through the comments section and I felt inclined to actually respond to one of those comments, which should have known that's a bad idea. That's just kind of a, those can be kind of cesspits of negativity, and it's just not a good place to dive into. But I did anyways against my better judgment, and it really got me thinking about this, and I kind of wanted to speak my own piece on it. So there's going to be, as you see on here, there's a Call of Duty Black Ops 3 footage playing in the background just for something for you to watch while I kind of ramble on a little bit. But there you have it as a preface. So my view on this is an inclusive nature of any video game. The fact that a difficulty setting in a game, a single player game that has no effect on your gameplay whatsoever, should not even be a concern for anyone. In fact, this is a good thing. There are games out there that I'm kind of trying to stay on the fence on here and kind of get both perspectives of it. And I do understand that some games, the difficulty of it is part of the artistic vision that that particular developer had for this game. And I get that to an extent. However, I also don't feel like a developer would want to make a game so difficult that it alienates a player base who otherwise would not be able to enjoy it because they're simply not skilled enough to do so. For example, Dark Souls. Dark Souls is incredibly difficult, but it also has very good leveling up systems, and aesthetically it's a very enjoyable game. It's not just the difficulty that makes Dark Souls what it is. In fact, if there was some type of mode that gave the player more damage reduction or something like that that did make that game more accessible, less difficult, I don't feel like that would compromise the integrity of the developer's vision at all. Because a game is not just how hard it is. There's so many other things that go into it. And as an artist, I would feel like that and yes, I refer to a game developer as an artist because I do believe making a game is an art form. But as an artist, I would feel that they would want it to be experienced by as many people and enjoyed by as many people as they could. Difficulty settings in games allow that to happen. Star Fox is not known for being insanely difficult either. So even going as far as a game that is known for that is justified in being difficult because that's what they want it to be, that's one thing. But with Star Fox, it's not supposed to be that hard. This is an arcadey on-rail shooter with the all-around 360 mode attached to it in the later editions, mind you, but it's not a quarter eater. It's not a bullet hell. I mean, I guess in some of the later levels it would be, but it's not known for its difficulty. It's known for its gameplay functions and even its character development, I would say, more than the difficulty of the game. Now, yes, if you're trying to 100% that game and get high scores, that's going to be a whole lot harder than just playing through it. But the people who do that are looking for that challenge. So to add a gameplay mode that is not required by you in any means that you do that, how does that affect your enjoyment of said video game because someone else can have fun with it. And it baffles my mind. It's like you feel like and I'm not saying anyone in general. I'm saying there is a very large collective of people who have this opinion and are getting really up in arms about this, and with the Dark Souls crowds as well, and just a lot of different games. It's like they have to have everyone go through the same exact torment, or they have to go through the struggle that they did to achieve the same thing in order to be justified in their own feelings about the game. It validates their opinion about something. How is inclusion in an entertainment medium a bad thing? That blows my mind. That does not... It's an optional difficulty setting, mind you. How does that invalidate the integrity or the vision of the developer, for one? And remember, mind you, we are talking about Nintendo, probably the most family-friendly developer that you can think of. You would think that they would want to include other people. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand. I'm trying to take in some of this and see it from their point of view, but it's just difficult. Why don't you want other people to enjoy a video game? Some people just are not that good at them. And this mode is not designed for the hardcore crowd. Ignore it. It does not affect you in any way. It does not affect your gameplay in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. What this does is it allows people who are not very good at video games, or younger people, which, mind you, again, we are talking about a game whose main character is a talking fox, so it's kind of aimed at that demographic, let's be frank. Why is it a bad thing to allow someone who doesn't even have a well-developed hand-eye coordination to have fun with a medium outlet? It's the same with Super Smash Bros. You have your level 1 difficulty. That level 1 difficulty is not designed for your Evo players. So you can still die to them. That is the difference. In this God mode, for instance, with Star Fox, you will not be able to die whatsoever. It's similar to a narrator. I believe that's what it's called. They call it the narrative difficulty in like Mass Effect. You're doing it just for the story, so you're not going to be playing a Star Fox game for the story. What you can do is shoot everything that moves on the screen without the frustration of dying and having to start over and over again, and actually have a sense of progression while you're playing it. I have younger children. The fact that they put this mode in the game makes me want to buy it more so they can enjoy it too. When I'm playing it, I will turn that mode off. When they are playing it, I will turn that mode on, and they can play co-op on it and shoot things down and have a fantastic time with it. And that's pretty much sold me on buying this game now at this point. It's like this group of people require there to be a more hardcore version of Sesame Street, which teaches algebraic function and quantum physics to validate their own existence and their own opinion, because it's for babies otherwise. I don't know. I can't quite wrap my head around it. My point is, crucifying a game for including an option that is not required for you to take to help people experience it at a different level that is not at your level should not even be your concern. You should not care. Why do you care if someone else is having fun with a game, playing it on an easier setting than what you played it on, what you beat it on, because you had to work harder for it? Isn't the entire point of you playing the game the enjoyment that you get out of it? So if you don't enjoy it and you would rather have a more challenging experience, that's what you find is fun. Maybe other people don't like to be frustrated. So why not give them the chance to enjoy a game as well? That shouldn't be a bad thing. I don't know. Again, I felt like I just need to say that, just kind of get it off my chest. I'll probably be putting out another Steam Shuffle here pretty soon, so you guys can look forward to that. And if you disagree with me, please let me know in the comments section. I would like to have the discussion. If you would like to actually discuss it, if you just want to call me a bumbling idiot that I don't know what I'm talking about, or I'm just a fool, or whatever you'd like to do, that's fine too. I probably won't respond to it, but you are duly entitled to your own opinion on that. Other than that, until next time, guys, I will see you later. Take it easy.